This is the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Well, let's start off with the good
Is
news.
that you?
You may have heard by now that Discord is coming to Sony PlayStation in the very near future because Discord rejected a $12 billion offer for Microsoft to buy the company, probably a smart move, and instead accepted a $100 million offer from Sony to partner with them. Probably a good business decision. You know, don't get bought completely, but instead work out a partnership where you can bring your platform to another platform and, you know, help gamers communicate better, because Discord rocks and I heavily depend on it on my phone and on my computer for, well, pretty much anything when it comes to connecting with my friends. So it coming to PlayStation is just one additional reason to continue using PlayStation stuff. Hell yes. In other PlayStation news, maybe not so great for PlayStation, you may be familiar, you may not be familiar with a class action lawsuit that claims that Sony's basically monopolizing the market by doing the digital store exclusivity, pretty much saying that they're making it super competitive by having first-party exclusivity on digital stuff. You know, you got retailers like Amazon, Walmart, and others can't sell their stuff digitally because of the way PlayStation operates their stores. Now, because of the way this lawsuit is coming out, they may have to actually lower their prices because of the way retailers price their games. Because, you know, after something has been out for a while, you get these deals where a game comes down to $39.99, or they go into the bargain bin for $19.99 or $29.99 or whatever. But a lot of times on those digital storefronts, they will remain the same price on the Sony PlayStation Store. This is going to be something that may very, very, very likely shake up the market a little bit. Now, Sony tries to argue that they were trying to shift everything to align their key businesses globally. That was their excuse. Maybe that's true, maybe that's not. We'll wait and see how this lawsuit shakes out. But I think we all know, if we've all been into a Walmart, we've all been into a Target, or hell, even shopped on Amazon and found a great deal on a game we wanted that we could never get digitally worth a damn on the PlayStation Store. We all understand that PlayStation doesn't always play fair. You know, are they arguably a better platform than Microsoft? Sometimes, sure. You know, it's hard to argue that Xbox Game Pass is king right now with a lot of things, but you know, Sony's first-party exclusives are freaking awesome too. But to you know, TLDR, at the end of the day, Sony's going to have to kind of wake up and smell the coffee and realize that they're going to have to keep up with the way retailers price their games. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so here we go. This is a combined bad and ugly take on the current state of not necessarily the gaming industry, but the gaming journalism industry. And this is something I've kind of been aware of for a while. Unfortunately, due to a lot of toxic woke culture. Now, I'm, you know, to try to avoid sounding like a channel like The Quartering, Jeremy Hambley here, and not trying to be oozing with toxic masculinity here, because that's not what I'm about. And I'm not saying woke culture is bad, because woke culture is what keeps us honest and keeps us aware of what's taking things too far in this country right now. It's what keeps us putting diversity in our games and putting diversity in our films. But there is a point at which things do go too far, and as we like to say, all things in moderation. And there was a point that happened last week on Kotaku, last Thursday, where things went too far. When staff writer at Kotaku, Ash Parrish, decided to write a story about, sorry, your cis white woman protagonist isn't progressive. Oh, but does it have to be? This is what I really want to know. does it have to be? At what point did we give the keys to journalists and social media and everyone to tell game developers how the f*** to make their games? If you want a progressive character in a video game, make it yourself. Or how about you lobby your favorite studio to make one for you? I see a lot of complaining, but I don't see a whole lot of people going to any of these conventions clamoring for this stuff. I see complaints after the fact. That's not how you fix stuff. You know, have you ever noticed how things happen when people's fan realities come to pass? Like how we got Scorpion cast the way we did in the latest Mortal Kombat film was due to a lot of fan clamoring, for example. Or how Deadpool kind of came to be, or how we might end up with Ryan Reynolds playing Johnny Cage in a Mortal Kombat sequel. Stuff like that. Because people ask for it. They clamor for it. Okay? So if you go out there and you ask for a non-binary lead, or a black lesbian lead, or an Asian gay lead, something progressive, just ask for it. Then Miss Parrish decided to go on and make a comment about an Overwatch skin for MM-Mei that came out. She had an MMA skin that came out that was very, very obvious to anybody who's ever watched MMA in the last year to be modeled after recent Chinese champion Zhang Weili. She was the first Chinese champion in the promotion.
This is backyard drive. Is this the moment? This is how that happens. This is the Zhang Weili makes history. Remember me.
Okay? It was very blatantly obvious that the skin was supposed to represent that UFC champion, cornrows or not. But she wanted to make a joke, a style worn and popularized by black women, that it was added to the game before there was even a black woman to wear them. And then the entire internet got triggered by this and was upset and acted like Blizzard intentionally appropriated cornrows from black culture to put onto a Chinese character. That was not what happened at all. And that was not the mindset that Blizzard had going into this. This is an example of what I'm talking about. This is an example of the toxic mindset that needs to stop. There's this constant self-entitlement that keeps coming with these complaints, even when they're joking, that creates this tension that doesn't need to be there and conflict that doesn't need to be there. And I'm convinced that this joke that then turned into drama on the internet came from somebody who probably either has never watched MMA or damn sure wasn't even aware that Zhang Weili was a UFC champion who came from the country of China and who was very, very, very obviously the inspirational source for that skin, for that character. Blizzard did not go out and make that design with the intention of appropriating jack shit. So stop pretending like they did. This was not an easy topic for me to discuss. This was uncomfortable. This was a topic that definitely got me labeled by a couple as a, quote, fake ally. I'm never going to stop fighting the good fight. I'm never going to stop supporting Black Lives Matter. I'm never going to stop supporting veterans. I'm never going to stop supporting LGBTQ. I'm not going to stop supporting women's rights. But I'm going to do so with equality and fairness and with objectivity, not subjectivity. And that's the important thing, is you need to maintain fairness. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe if you aren't already, ring that bell if you want to stay informed on when I'm dropping videos up on here on YouTube. And hey, thank you all for staying along for the ride. I know it was a long one. It was uncomfortable. I lost some friends over this, some very dear friends. So it was not an easy topic for me to discuss, but it was a band-aid that needed to be ripped off, and it was something I needed to blow off some steam about. But hopefully you understand where I'm coming from with this, and we can move on from this, and hopefully we can get on to some better topics in the future. All right. Catch y'all next time. Outlaw Lotus, signing out.